Let me welcome the gentlemen of the press once again to the hall of the National Executive Committee of the party, the All Progressives Congress. We have some members of the Executive Committee of our dear party, the All Progressives Congress, from Etsako West, Ward 10, who have come to the National Secretariat to interact with us. It is on the strength of that interaction that we have invited you to be a witness for history and for the records. On this note, I'd like to call on the Secretary of Etsako West Ward 10 to tell us why he has come to see us. Secretary.
I'm the Secretary, Ward 10, Etsako West Local Government. The resolution of the Executive Committee of APC Ward 10, Etsako West Local Government Area, at a meeting held on the 4th June 2020 at All Progressive Congress Secretariat, Apana, Edo State. We undersigned being the Executive Committee of All Progressive Congress, APC, in Ward 10, Etsako West, Edo State, had met today, 4th 6, 2020, and held the following positions. That we have reviewed the circumstance lead to the suspension of Comrade Oshiomhole and found no merit in an litigation process in the club. 2, we hereby lift the suspension process on Comrade Oshiomhole by the following, by the word. We call all organs of our great party to restore all rights and privilege of membership to Comrade Oshiomhole. Thank you.
In receipt, the resolution of the Etsako West Ward 10 as has been told us by the secretary of that ward. We will make this available to the media, but let me say that let me say that 17 members, 17 out of 27, 17 out of 27 have signed this resolution. Let me also say that in matters of this nature, our Constitution provides for only a simple majority. And 17 out of 27 is indeed more than a simple majority. So I want to use this opportunity to thank Etsako West Ward 10 for what you have done. History will be on your side. I'm also in receipt of the acceptance and ratification of that resolution by the Etsako West Local Government Area dated the 9th of June 2020. That resolution is signed by the chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Akokia, and the secretary, Honorable Dauda Ahmed. I'm also in receipt of further ratification by the State Executive Committee of the All Progressives Congress in Edo State, and the ratification is signed by Colonel David Imuse, retired, acting state chairman, and Lawrence O. Oka, state secretary. I would like to use this opportunity to state, yes, for the avoidance of doubt, so that one may not say that anyone here has been impersonated. We would like at this juncture, from the vice chairman to the last of you that have come, to first of all introduce yourselves and tell the world the position that you occupy in this World Executive Committee of Etsako West Ward 10 for the records. So we will start with the vice chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adizatu Jafari, APC Vice Chairman for 10.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. The secretary.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Emwakime Sulu. I'm the secretary of the APC Ward 10.
The youth leader. Please, if you're going to, just for a brief moment, COVID-19 will not kill you, just a brief moment, so that the world may see you clearly.
My name is Cosmos Iyama, youth leader for 10.
Thank you. The woman leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Miriam Imonike, for 10 woman leader, Etsako West, APC.
My name
Please turn, let them see you. Turn, so that they will not say it is not you.
My name is Igoni Cletus, assistant auditor, Etsako West Local Government.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alelikaya H. Yunusa, ex official 2, Ward 10 APC, Etsako West Local Government.
My name is Alabit Abashi, Ward 10, Etsako West, Assistant Organizing Secretary.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Patricia Oyesemoha, APC, APC Ward 10, Assistant Treasurer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Osigwe Abdullahi, Welfare Officer, Ward 10, Etsako West Local Government.
My name is Giadom, Ward 10, Treasurer of Etsako West.
My name is Benjamin Yafu.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Mbolo Naius. That's the secretary. Ward 10, Etsako West Government.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Moba. I'm the Financial Secretary, APC Ward 10.
My name is Ejewa Angela, Assistant Secretary, Ward 10.
My name is Ilana John, Assistant Secretary, Ward 10.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, you have seen them in person. They have told you their names. It is now your responsibility to investigate whether these persons who have introduced themselves are really who they are. But for the records, because we keep all the records of our executive officers across the nation in this building, in this secretariat, we know that these gentlemen and ladies are who they say that they are. 17 out of 27 have lifted the suspension placed on the national chairman of this party. That lifting was ratified by the Etsako West local government area chapter of our party. It has been further ratified by the state executive committee of the party. I want to assure all of you that the NWC of our great party will do the needful in the very immediate. Thank you very much, and God will bless you. But before we go, I have to announce to the media something of monumental importance to the South-South zone, because whether you like it or not, Edo State falls under South-South. And you are aware that yesterday, a competent court of jurisdiction declared Chief Victor Giadom as not being a member of the National Working Committee and should never parade himself as such. Even before then, there was a resolution by the NWC asking the South-South zone of the party, for which I head, to transmit a name for his replacement, or the replacement of the filling of the vacancy made possible by his resignation to contest as deputy governorship candidate of our party in Rivers State. I want to announce to the world that we are in receipt of a name of a distinguished member of this party from Rivers State to the zone for ratification in the person of Wogu Bombs Esquire, former Attorney General of Rivers State. His name has been transmitted to my good office, and I want to announce to the media that in the earliest time possible, the South-South Zonal Executive Committee will meet and ratify that name and send same to the National Working Committee of our great party. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close.
Sir, I thought we want to know, can we ask those 2 questions?
Please, I will take only 2 or 3 questions at the very most.
Yes, sir, my name is Lucky. I work for Channels Television.
Yes.
From what the vice chairman from Etsako West read, he said they find no merit in the suspension and they hereby lift it. From my own to understand, I feel if you find no merit, the best thing is to do is to nullify the suspension as if it never existed. For you to say you lift it means that you recognize that there was actually a valid reason for suspension.
Well, you know, we are a law-abiding party. The appeal court had given its order that there was a suspension. We are not in agreement. I must state this very clearly. But we cannot disobey a court order, a competent court order. So what they have done is to satisfy the provisions of the All Progressives Congress. In the Constitution, a suspension can be placed, a suspension can be lifted. Let us agree, for the purposes of an argument, with the court that suspension was placed on our national chairman. Now, the ward, the local government, the state has lifted that suspension.
Thank you, sir. The second question, you're being Nigerian. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name from Nigeria.
Yeah.
My question is on what you said like about Victor Keza, that he actually resigned to contest for waiver of the ticket. But he was claiming that he got a waiver to contest. And before now, even the last briefing we had with you, where you gave us the names of members of the National World Committee, his name was there. But now you're claiming that he's not a member of the National World Committee. There's a kind of confusion. So I'd like
First of all, you know that in any administration, whether here or the United Nations, sometimes you can fall into the infallible zone of human error. If you found his name anywhere, if you found letters that he's banding around, you can take it as an error in the administration of the party. But an error cannot stand the scrutiny of the Constitution. This, our Constitution, does not allow for waiver to be given on resignation. There is no place here, from the first page to the last page, where anyone, including the national chairman, that can give a waiver to anybody who has resigned. There is no such provision in our Constitution. And the court in Port Harcourt agreed with us. So, what I want us to concentrate on is who has come to fill the position left open, left vacant by the resignation of Chief Victor Giadom. It's as simple as that. Let us not complicate matters that are quite simple and straightforward. We can admit, without conceding, that human error can find place, can find solace, can find yes, anywhere, but it does not vitiate the law. The law is the law, and this is the grand norm of this party.
So we see how the since you are agreeing with you, sir.
No, I said 2 or 3. If you have another one,
there is Lagos TV, Yakubu.
Okay.
I like Lagos.
Yes, my name is Yakubu from Lagos Television. I want to know, with the current decision of the Rivers State Court, High Court, what will happen to the order Chief Giadom is now carrying up and down?
Well, I don't want to sound vicious, or I don't want to sound retaliatory. But he has to ask Justice Bature that question. You know, it's not a question that we will answer. We do not have the competence to answer that question. But if you ask me as a person, I say he bandies those letters in futility. Because anything that does not find harmony and does not resonate with the provisions of our Constitution, it will be lawless of us to abide by such things that infract on these laws. And we are the governing party. If we do so, then we give life to people to disrespect the rule of law and trample the law at will. That is why we are doing everything to protect the law. We will not resort to brigandage. Those who seek to destroy this party can employ all the brigandage that they want. We will remain resolutely within the confines of the law, but because it is immutable, because it will always provide support and security for those who caress it, the truth will always prevail.